So I've made over $450,000 online just by selling digital products as a 17. And this is completely insane because when I started this, I wasn't an expert. I didn't have any special skills. I was nobody online. I wasn't famous and I wasn't running any ads. I did this from completely scratch on my own in my old crappy room with nothing but a phone and a laptop. Because I realized that all these people that are doing it, they're selling you digital products. Because look at Iman Ghazi, look at TGR, look at Andrew Tate. You have to stop listening what they say and watch what they do. It's simple. They're all selling you info. So in today's video, I'm going to break down the 4 steps on exactly how I've been able to do this all the way from scratch. Without further ado, I want you guys to stay tuned and let's get on to the video. Okay, so let's get straight to the video. This is exactly how. It wasn't always a clear path of victories and wins and highlights here and there where always be making money, we've always be winning, right? It wasn't a clear path of victories. I've actually failed more times than I actually tried, right? By the time I actually turned 15, I had already tried most of the business models out there. I've tried dropshipping, I've tried trading, I've tried copywriting, I've tried SMMA, I've tried so many stuff that literally didn't work out for me, right? And no, I'm not telling you that, oh, this won't work out for you as well. Obviously, every single person is different, right? So you have to stick with what you're good with at the most, right? With dropshipping, I launched my own store. I scraped over 3,000 products online and I paid 3 Indian guys for fake reviews. Like, this was literally me, right? And this was actually one of my old stores. If you guys search the domain up, you guys probably couldn't find it. Let's get this pen out real quick. Yeah, you guys couldn't probably like find it if you were to search this up right now because it's pretty old. But at that time, it was summer. I thought it would be a good idea if I would just to launch a product for like $30, just selling this gadget, right? And I actually did a lot of organic content promoting this. I actually went viral a few couple of times. I also run paid ads, which I wasted thousands of dollars for. I also paid for a mentorship, which I also ended up getting scammed, right? And as you might have guessed, we failed. Money goes to fucking trash. Literally, I lost all of my money spent on drop shipping, right? It's not even my money. It was my mom's money. It's one of my parents' money. And at that time, we were really poor. It was definitely like a really big change. I was about to give up, but then I tried again and again and again. And that is when I discovered trading, right? I discovered trading. I see all these people making money, living their dream life, living in Bali and all these cool places, taking like a few trades a day and making thousands, right? So I was like, why not get into that business model? I went in and believe it or not, like this kid right here, this was actually a picture where I dropped out of school, right? This kid touched his first fucking money, right? As you guys can see right here, it was like a small profit. At that time, I was fucking jumping up and down. I was so fucking happy. Especially if I made my first $10 online, $20 online. It was great, right? So I ended up making a few $100s, if not like $1,000 off trading until I lost it all. I've never seen a day trader actually get rich from day trading. It's either they sell a course, they sell some type of info, or they use it to fund their actual business. Trading, for me, it was really risky, and it's for other people as well, right? It's really risky. You can gain so much money as well as lose so much. And you can lose it all within like one day. So I lost it all, and I don't really have any photos that I took a trade and I lost because no one really do that. But I basically took a trade and lost, so I found this thing on Google. But basically, you could just say it was devastating, right? I literally lost thousands of dollars. That was the first time when I actually got into debt at 15. I got into over $10,000 of debt at 15 years old, as well as my parents. She got into over $200,000 of debt trying to fund me, as well as trying to give a better future for me, right? She tried to like maybe go to all of this university and stuff, which I'm not a big fan of. But then I remained determined. And despite everybody's belief, I tried again and again and again. Trading didn't work out. Dropshipping didn't work out. So I went on to copywriting, right? At that time, I saw Tyson 4D, I think, and he was promoting his copywriting service, how to do copywriting here and there. So I went in, I bought his community. I started doing all these research. I started outreaching to 300, 400, 500 people. As I started outreaching, I literally hopped on, I think, 30 sales calls. But at that time, I had a really squeaky voice, so no one took me seriously and no one ended up taking the deal. I tried few copies here and there, but basically it didn't work out. After I failed all of these business models, I took a step back and I realized that, wait, one thing that I love to do is content, right? Because back then, before I even start anything, when I was 8, when I was 9, my dream goal was to become a YouTuber. I wanted to become an influencer. And I actually made a lot of videos such as pranks, vlogs, challenges, all these type of videos, which actually got some type of views. views. One of my videos actually blew up to 40,000 views in like a few days. I had this realization that one thing that I love to do is just content. That's what I'm actually passionate about. And that is when I discovered the digital marketing space. That is when it finally clicked. So I started making videos. I started going viral as fuck. I had videos that got to 10 million views, 40 million views because I know the art of going viral. I've done this shit before. This is in June 19th, 2024. It was a professional cam over here. And at that time, I was gripping it. I was going viral here and there. And I was teaching people how they can go viral. That was my ever first successful business model. It was the digital marketing space. I taught people how to go viral. The day I woke up, right, instead of trying to stay stuck with the internet's image of working business models, I decided to follow what these gurus are actually doing, right? All these people are telling you to do dropshipping. All of these people, they're telling you to do trading. They're telling you to do copywriting. So you really want to deep down research on what they're actually doing, right? What are they actually selling? They're selling you courses. They're selling you PDFs. They're selling you guides. That is what they're actually doing. They're selling you information. All the stuff that they're talking about that they do, they don't actually do it. I mean, there's a lot of people that do it, but think about the most amount of money they actually made. It's not from the business model that they're promoting. It's from selling info about that business model. So 2 months down the line, I opened a paid community on WAP, right? This was when I had my first $255 day, which was my old low ticket PDF. If you guys don't know what a low ticket is, it's basically a product that goes under like $500. That is a low ticket. But I had a product, I sold it for $27 a month, and I had people joining left and right. I started building out a team. Here's my team over here. Here's Preston, here's Axel, here's me, here's a call recording. Over here we're just planning things out. Then I switched some things, right? Instead of going for low ticket, I switched into high ticket. Now high ticket, I was charging $1,000, $2,000 for one-on-one coaching. This is when I actually made the most amount of money. Because now, as you guys can see the screenshot right here, $10,000 in 7 days, right? $10,000 in 7 days is actually really crazy, especially for like a 15-year-old, 16-year-old out there, which brought me to my first $20,000 a month when I turned 16. And 6 months later, as you guys can see right here, this is one of my digital products. There's another one, adding on to around 70K-ish. And this is from one payment processor. We accept crypto, we accept Stripe, we accept fan bases everywhere. And the momentum just keeps on growing and growing and growing. And we never hit the brakes. Now, as you guys can see right here, custom, right? I past month, basically from October 1st all the way to November 10th, we did over $36,000 cash collected. And profit, the thing with digital marketing space that you literally get to keep 90 to 95% profit, net profit. You don't have to spend it all on ads. You don't have to spend it all on handling the deliverables or anything, right? It's just your knowledge. You turn into a digital product, market it, basically free to do. Now, we're closing in on $40,000 a month after just dropping out in high school and just turned 17 years old. I literally turned 17 like last month. And not only that I did this for myself, I also helped more than 72 people keep success with my plug and play content systems and client acquisition systems and retention systems all at the same time, to build their personal brand, to start their digital marketing space, to start whatever they're passionate in. If you have a skill set, if you have a passion, you can turn that into a digital offer, which you can market it through organic content. When you market it, you build trust with people, you give the value that is valuable to other people, and you sell them. Because of people that are trusting you, they're gonna buy from you. Okay, so these are some of my testimonials. These are some of my client results. Lynn, he had his first $12,000 a month with fitness coaching at just 16 years old. He was really skinny. He built from the way up, from skinny all the way to jacked at just 15. Right now, he just turned 16. I coached him on how to actually market his digital products. Now he's at $12,000 a month. Charles, he beat his salary, his 9 to 5 salary, with just 2 months of working with us. Right, as you can see right here, he's also a fitness coach. And Tony, he had his first $30,000 a month in monthly earnings. Jake Ryan, right, he actually joined my low ticket community back then. His main goal was just trying to stay consistent, and he was switching from business models to business models until I actually taught him on how to turn his skill set into a digital offer. And now this guy literally blew up. He bought his fucking Lamborghini and making consistent 8K days with his digital offer. So when we start this, right, there are a few things that you guys need to know. You guys need to know some few resources and tools that you need to actually start this. And I'll tell you, it's really fucking simple. There's 3 sections over here, the resources and tools that you need. Number 1 is platform to launch a digital offer. WAP, fan bases, school, Gumroad, Beacons, whatever it is, you guys can choose. You guys can also choose Stripe if you guys want to. Any of these payment processes will work for your digital products. All of them have their own pros and cons, obviously. Number two, you need an Instagram account. You need this, right? It's not optional. So an Instagram account just to start posting videos and build trust with people and go viral. Number three is Calendly. So what is a Calendly? It's basically a platform where you can book calls with your prospects so that they can hop on a sales call with you and you just close them on deals. So this is for you to qualify your audience and book a call with them so that you can close them on a deal. Number four, obviously you guys need an editing software, CapCut, Premiere Pro, whatever it is. But what I recommend, because you guys are starting out right now, use CapCut for editing. What you also need is, number one, all I ask from you guys on this video right here is just commitment. If you guys are looking for some get rich quick, if you guys are looking for some crazy edit, funny skits, whatever it is, this video is not for you. This video is going to be boring, little to no cuts. There's going to be a lot of cuts, obviously, because I'll be starting really much. There's not going to be any type of music. There's not going to be any type of visuals or anything. So all I ask from you guys is commitment. As long as you can stay committed, this will actually work out for you. And number two is willingness to actually speak in front of the camera. No, we're not telling you to face this. If you're shy about showing your face in front of a camera, then you're not going to make it with this type of skill set. You need to be able to speak in front of the camera. You need to be able to project your voice so that you can actually close deals and record content, build trust. And number three, I need you guys to have a never giving up mentality. If you guys fall one time, get back the second time. If you guys fall the second time, get back the third time. Simple as that. If you never give up, you always succeed no matter what. So have that mentality of, yo, I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to make no fucking excuses. I'm going to stay committed. Now, these are some optional things that you need. Number one is a YouTube account. It is optional. If you want to build more trust with your audience, get a YouTube account, right? But for now, you guys are just starting from zero, rock bottom here and there. Get an Instagram account only. Just market yourself through there. YouTube, we can talk about later. Another thing is camera. If you guys want to have a professional camera like I have right now, you guys can have a camera. You guys can just buy a camera for like $400, $500. If you guys have a phone, a working phone, iPhone 15, iPhone 14, a phone that have a good quality, use that, right? You don't even need a camera. And number three is a mic. If for some reason your voice is not that projected or you can't really hear your voice through an audio recording, you might as well just get a mic. That's pretty much it. So in today's video, what we'll be covering is number one, finding your niche. What are you going to be posting? What are you going to be posting about? Number two is creating your digital offer. Number three is marketing your digital offer with organic content. And number four, obviously, is scaling your offer. How you guys can actually scale your offer and turn this into a real business. Obviously, this is not a side hustle. This is a real skill set that requires time and requires investment. Anyways, before we start, if you guys actually want to work one-on-one with me to actually scale past $10,000 a month, link to apply is in the description of this video. So go to the link in the description, apply. There will be like a type form or whatever it is. Just take your time and apply that, and I'll personally reach out to you. But without further ado, let's get onto it and let's go. Okay, so how do we do it? Step number one is finding your niche. But the thing is, if you guys are looking out there on some YouTube videos or some free resources, all of these people, most of them would just tell you just to pick a niche. And this is what I had to hear 100 times from gurus in the space before I even started posting. But here's the fucking truth. That is completely bullshit. You don't want to just pick a niche. You just don't want to pick a niche, whether you want to do fitness, whether you want to do content, whether you want to do cooking, whatever it is. You don't want to pick a niche, because guess what? If you're picking a niche, you're tapping into saturation, because in reality, you are the niche. And no, I don't mean just by shooting blanks. What do I mean by you are the niche? If you're tapping into fitness, if you're tapping into cooking, if you're tapping into fighting, you're going to tap into saturation, because a lot of people are already in this type of niche. So what I mean by you are the niche is you have to combine your skill sets, your values, and your beliefs and your personality and make content around that. So you guys basically want to cover this. Combine your skill set, combine your values, combine your beliefs, combine your personalities that makes you. And what this basically does is your audience, when they see your content, that is when you're actually going to separate. And why do you need this? And because when you're making content all around that, you're going to be different. You're going to stand out from the rest of your competitors. When people watch you, they see your story. They see who you really are, because everybody in this world is different. I'm different from you. You are different from me. You are different from this guy named Bob. Every single person is different. We have a different set of DNA. Hence the reason why for your personal brand, you have to show your different self, different skill set, whatever it is, right? So be different. And how you're going to do that? You're going to combine your skill set, your values, and your belief in your personalities, and you're going to make content around that. So you guys actually stand out from the saturated niche. But Here's the thing. Most of you guys are lost. Most of you guys don't even know what to do. I did prior research for this, and I like to present you this thing called ikigai. So this is a Japanese term where it's just basically reason for being. Discovering my ikigai is something like this. If you guys want a free template, go to the link in the description. I should have a free template on like a Google Doc or something like that. Click on it, make a copy, and edit it on your own. I want you guys to make a mind map. What do you do for love, right? What is your passion? What is your mission? What does the world needs? What are you good at? What can you be paid for? What is your profession? What is your vocation? All of these stuff, you want to combine it. You want to combine it so much to the point where you actually understand what is your content going to be about. How are you going to market your digital products? Stuff like that. And this is basically for you to emphasize what you love to do. Simply because that is the only content you'll be able to make in order to go viral and sell your digital products online and make thousands of dollars. Once you find this, you want to move on to step number 2. Now, step number 2 is creating your digital product. So let me just point this out right away. So when you create your digital product, I'm not talking about some 5-minute AI craft bullshit. Right? I'm not talking about creating some $5 ebook, $5, $3 PDF guide, whatever the fuck, right? You don't want to do that. The real money is not made within selling these type of stuff. Like as you guys can see right here, €1, €1, €6, right? It's fucking dumb. What you want to do is sell high ticket. Like I said before, my results, right? Before I was making $300 days with just selling low ticket products. Now we're making $1,000 days, $2,000 days, $6,000 days, $10,000 days just by selling high ticket. So it's just all about switching that mentality of, oh, in order for people to buy more, or in order for a lot of people to come to my services and actually buy, they need to buy something that's like $5, $6. No, sell something for high. And how are you going to get people that will buy high? It's by building trust, and it's by working out your exact ideal client profile. Once you actually work out your target audience, who your target audience really is, you're basically going to tap into their pain points. You're going to tap into their desires. You're going to tap into their dreams, and you're just basically going to sell that. That way, people actually come to you and buy from you, no matter the price. It can be $5,000, it can be $10,000. The value of your offer just needs to match the pricing. And a lot of you guys will be like, before, I have no skills. How could I sell info on anything? Like I said before, ikigai, right? Work out your ikigai. That way you can work out your offer. This was one of my few videos only, right? It was long time ago. I look so chopped in here, bro. But my only skill ever was fucking going viral. That's it. If you guys know how to cook, if you guys know how to clean, if you guys know how to raise a child, anything, right? You guys have a skill set. Even if you guys are a few steps ahead of somebody, you guys can teach that. My skill only ever was how to go viral. And that was before I even know anything about business. That was before I even know anything about how to actually monetize here and there. I know how to go viral. So I went viral. This was my first ever viral video. You know what's even funnier? This is how many people use Instagram on a monthly basis. 100 million. It's not even 100 million. Fucking 3 billion. There's 3 billion people that uses Instagram on a monthly basis. Bro, if you don't think that you can sell at least to one person, $1,000 product to at least one person, right? There's 3 billion people out there. There should be at least one person that is willing to buy from you. Basically, this is approximately how many of them want to go viral, at least 100 mil. But in order for you guys to actually get the most amount of sales and get the most amount of clients, you guys want to work out your target audience and your dream follower. Now, your target audience is your ideal client profile. Your ideal client profile is someone who's really specific. You really want to imagine this exact persona of who your ideal client will be, the person that will actually buy from you. For example, if you're a fitness coach, you might say 18 years old from America, fat, want to lose weight, want to build muscle, is working a 9 to 5 right now, so he can fund for his investment of the program that you're going to be selling to him. He needs to have at least $1,000 saved. He needs to be this, he needs to be that. Specifics. You want to dive into the specifics. Now, that is your ICP. Okay, so your ICP basically stands for ideal client profile. What this basically means is, again, I'm just going to recap, right? A specific avatar. Now, this is exactly who you want to be selling to, right? Once you figure out your ICP, you want to be selling to your ICP. This is who you actually want to be targeting. Okay, so there's two things, right? With ICP, you need to have your dream follower. Now, what is your dream follower? So your dream follower is someone who is broader than your ICP, but they hold the same values and belief system as your ICP. So what I mean by that, because a lot of you guys might be confused. So a dream follower is someone who is broader than your ICP, but they hold the same values and belief system as your ICP. So someone who's broader. Okay, so just look at it like this, right? My ICP could be, for example, if I'm a fitness coach, again, just to recap, 18-year-old men who are fat, who are skinny, whatever it is, specific. And now my dream follower, because it's broader than my ICP, it would just be people who's interested in the fitness need. It would just be that broader. You want to target broad. You guys might be thinking, if I'm going to be attracting my ICP, why would I target my dream follower? Like, how does that make sense? Think about it like this. Your ICP is your ideal client profile. You want them to be your client. Now, your dream follower is your dream viewer. Who do you want to be viewing your content? Who do you want to be viewing your resources? Obviously, you guys don't want people who are not locked in, people who watch brain rot. If you guys want fucking Mr. B's fans or whatever it is, you're not gonna get your ICP out of that, right? So your ICP is here. For example, let's say you make a video that got 1 million views. This video got 1 million views, for example. And I'm just gonna switch this shit up because I switched it wrong. There we go. Okay, so let's just say you got 1 million views in your video. Obviously, because you went viral, it's basically impossible to attract your ICP all the time and you go viral at the same time. It's impossible. If you make content attracting solely on your ICP, your videos will get 1,000 views, 3,000 views, 5,000 views. If you guys are beginners, you probably get 100 views, 200 views. This is because they're so niche down to the point where you guys can't go viral. But for you to go viral, as well as get the qualified clients, you want to attract your dream follower. When you go viral, you don't want to talk about your ICP. You don't want to talk about, oh, if you guys are 18, if you guys are fat, if you guys want to lose weight, if you guys have at least $1,000 saved up. Bro, no one's going to watch that. You guys want to make content that attracts your dream follower. Going broad, because once you go broad, you're getting a lot of views, and guess what, your dream follower is someone who holds the same values and belief system as your ICP. In that big box of 1 million views, you will get people that are your exact ideal client profile. Does that make sense? Let's say there's 1 million people watching, 70% are your dream follower, right? 70% are your dream follower. Now 30% could be your ICP, meaning that at least 300,000 viewers are your exact ideal client profile. And compare that to just making content, attracting your ICP only. Making content only to attract your ICP. Once you do that, you're gonna get like what? 1,000 views, 2,000 views. If you're doing good, that's the maximum. 5,000 views, 10,000 views, around like that. And obviously, if people watch your Instagram content, they spend like 30 seconds, 60 seconds watching your video. Once they do that, it's not gonna build enough trust with them. People actually trust you by watching a lot of your content, by consuming hours and hours and hours upon of your content. That's how they actually trust you. So if you're just making content solely to just niche down on purpose and go really like slow and like specific, then the chance of them converting is like near 1%, basically nothing. But compared to this, you could at least milk a few clients, a few high ticket clients, let's say 10, 20 clients, right? But if you guys have any more questions, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram and I'll get back to you and answer all your questions. So again, let's go back to the topic, right? This is my dream audience. They help me go viral, much broader than your ICP, obviously, but they hold the same values and belief system as your ICP because they help me do the algorithm. They help me go viral. They help me attract new leads. So this is top of funnel content. And I'm going to go in a second just to explain that more. And meanwhile, this is my ICP. These are the people that make me money. These are the people that actually join my program, that actually join my mentorship, that actually want help from me. Obviously, your dream follower, they want help from you, but they're not your ideal client profile. They're not your ideal client. It's like a tool to access this certain type of people, right? So these people make me money, and it's a very handpicked type of audience, and is attracted by more niche down value type of content, which is middle of funnel and bottom of funnel. I am going to go over that in a second. But what if I told you followers don't matter at all? Followers, views, they don't matter at all. Because look at the numbers. If you have 1,000 followers, and let's say that you're mostly attracting unqualified people, 900 of them are dirt poor, and 100 of them are like affluent. Because you have 1,000 followers and most of your audience are poor, they're broke, they're not willing to invest in themselves, they're not gonna really buy, right? But let's say this, because you have 100 people that are following you, 100 people that are following you that are actually qualified. Let's say you convert 1% of them. Okay, so 1% of 100 is like 10 people. So let's say 10 people converted. 10 people converted, times that by $1,000, which is going to be your coaching program, or $500 if you want to charge it like that. That is already $10,000. So if you do this every single month, that is literally $10,000 a month, right? So it doesn't seem hard to achieve anymore, does it? $10,000 a month is basically the new beginner level in this entrepreneurship game. There's levels to this, but there's people making $50,000 a month. There's people making $100,000 a month. I'm just telling you guys, if you guys can figure all of this shit out, you guys can actually figure all of this shit out. You guys implement it, figure out your exact ICP, figure out your exact dream follower, market your organic content to them, you're gonna make your first $10,000 a month really easily. And this comes by no doubt, right? I'm not exaggerating this. $10,000 is fucking easy to make. So step number 3, you guys are waiting for this moment. Now that I found out my ICP, now that I found out my dream follower, you want to market it through organic content. You want to market your digital product through your organic content. And no, we're not going to use meta ads. We're not going to use email sequence. We're not going to use cold email, cold DMs, cold outreach, whatever it is. This all comes down to Instagram Reels, TikTok Reels. You're going to make content instead of just chasing people. Use this analogy of chasing a butterfly. If you want to catch a butterfly, you don't catch it just by chasing them. You catch it by attracting them. By what? You build a garden, and your garden is your personal brand. You're going to be building your personal brand, documenting your journey, documenting your life, giving value. You're going to build trust with them. That way you can actually attract your ideal client profile to actually buy your stuff. So you guys need a few things. You guys need ClickFunnels. You guys need Loom to record like I'm recording right now. And you guys need CapCut. And you guys need Instagram and TikTok, right? So let's just start off with top of funnel content. Let's spread this down like this, right? So top of funnel content is videos that can easily be understood by 99% of your dream follower, of the population of your following list, right? So it's mass demographics going broad. So this is where you go viral. Like I said, this is where you're going to target your dream follower. Your dream follower, again, is someone who's broader than your ICP, but they hold the same values and belief system. You're going to attract these people onto your Instagram content. Instagram content is best for your top of funnel videos because why? 30-second views, 60-second views is pretty short. It's pretty much self-explanatory. You guys want your content to be really self-explanatory, to be valuable, but at the same time, be easy to understand. What you guys are watching right now is middle funnel content. Right now, you guys are watching content that is actually valuable, stuff that is not self-explanatory. You guys actually have to do deep research onto it. But basically, for your Instagram content, make content that is broad. Make content that attracts your dream follower. For example, if I were to teach people how to go viral, I wouldn't teach people on how to do top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel content, because this is something that is for like a longer video side of things, right? Something that is harder for people to actually understand. So for this type of content, all the stuff that is easy to understand, all the stuff that is a lot of value, that is good value, by the way, good value, and people are willing to pay for that. But at the same time, it's pretty much self-explanatory. A lot of people can understand it easily. Now for middle of funnel, this is where you're actually going to be nurturing people, building trust with people, getting people to actually like you for who you are. And this is by diving into your ICP. You can do this by posting testimonials, posting case studies, or posting in-depth value type of content, just like the content that you're watching right now, right? So funnel entry, you can put them into your VSL, like again, your ClickFunnels or your website, or you can get people to click on your free PDF, free guide, or watch your YouTube video. All of this stuff where you're explaining stuff in depth is middle of funnel. You're getting people to actually like you and trust you for who you are. Now for bottom of funnel is converting content, converting and top-notch nurturing content. For bottom of funnel, you're basically going to convert these people into buyers. You're going to put them into a sequence where you can actually call them. You guys can also close them on a deal. You're going to get these people onto a sales call with you, book them onto your calendar, and literally just fucking close them. And this is bottom of funnel. You're just going to nurture them onto booking a call with you and just overall closing them on a deal. So let's just go over the top real quick and look at top of funnel, right? So my top of funnel normally consists of a lot of value-based videos, which is easy to understand, money motivation, lifestyle videos. These are top of funnel. And this is exactly what Breast Skills does. This is exactly what TJR does. They market their stuff through lifestyle content, basically getting people to be interested into whatever the fuck they're doing. Basically, videos like this normally have a call to action, right? Call to action is something like a command where you command what your audience to do. I have in my caption right here, comment print from a 2 hours free training. Boom. That's the first step of the sales process. They're going to comment, and what I have is an automation that reaches out to them. Or for you guys, because you guys have a low following, you guys can just reach out to them manually, right? As you guys can see, hundreds and hundreds of leads every single day. So once they've entered the sales process, they're now redirected to more value, for more value type of content, which will nurture them, which is middle funnel content, will nurture them into bottom of funnel. Okay, so by them wanting more free content, it leads them to some sort of call to action or leads them to some sort of free training, which converts because they already trust and know you. So something like this, if you guys can do something like this, that would be great. Having a landing page, having a website set up, something like this is actually one of my boys. Simple landing page here and there, just presenting what you know and how you can get people from point A all the way to point B. Then once they book a call with you, you guys can have a simple qualifying flow to basically qualify the audience here and there to make sure that it's actually the right fit for them. And so by them chasing more free value, by your audience chasing more free value, you built enough trust with your viewer so they actually book a call with you, resulting them to pay for your services or your skill set. And this literally resulted in a sales call like this, right? We built a client, took a sales call, we closed them on $1,000, $3,000 retainer. And this right here is the very last step. You take over the meeting, you answer some questions, you collect a quick 1K to 10K deal because they already trust you. and boom, you're already getting paid. If you're unconfident with your sales skill, I do have a sales team that is ready to actually help you guys. If you guys need anyone, feel free to reach out on my Instagram and I got you. And this super simple 5-step funnel is literally the exact system that made me $38,000 last month. And all in all, that is pretty much everything that you need to know in order to build your own digital offer, to build your own digital business and generate it up to 5 figures, 6 figures each month. And additionally, in order for you guys to scale, is number one, build out an A-player team. You want to hire people that are editors, closers, setters. Why? You want to handle the task only if it's high leverage. That is what I want you guys to do. Especially if you guys are surpassing $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month. This is what I need you guys to do, right? You guys need to block off the editing. You guys need to block off the replying to comments, replying to DMs. Because these tasks are repetitive, right? It's not high leverage. The tasks that are actually high leverage are posting on YouTube, are making content, are talking to clients. That is the tasks that are actually high leverage. So I want you guys to build an A-player team once you guys actually start to scale. Integrate AI into your business, right? Work out some workflows, work out some automations, right? This saves time and more money. And obviously, if you guys want to scale, invest into more IQ, invest into courses, mentorships, guides, ebooks, right? What I recommend the most is you guys invest into one-on-one support. That is by far the best, right? You guys invest in your course. Obviously, if you guys play basketball, right? Some of you guys probably play basketball, right? You don't learn to play basketball just by reading a book about it. You learn to play basketball by fucking playing it and having someone to actually guide you by the hand. Okay, and if you guys want to learn more about organic content, to actually post the right type of content, top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel content, I have a video link in my description so you guys can also check that out. Because a lot of you guys would probably be confused about, oh my god, Forrest, what is type of content that I need to post? But is there anything else that you need inside this video, right? Nothing, absolutely nothing. Other than that, is just the content systems here and there. That's all you need, which is the video in the link in the description, but absolutely nothing that you need. I reviewed it all. If you're looking for one-on-one support, for someone to actually help you, guide you step by step, and guide you to the way to actually succeed with this skill set, within this business model. If you're looking to integrate the systems that allow me to hit my first $38,000 a month as a 17 by doing what I love to do the most, I'm opening a private one-on-one mentorship program and I'm setting myself up for a challenge to scale all of you guys who joined to $20,000 a month, no matter your prior experience, no matter what you've been through, what you've gone through. You can be a fucking 9-to-5 worker and you can still do this, right? All I ask, well, number one, you need to have a skill set. Number two, you need to have a passion which people are actually willing to pay for. And if that's you right there, you guys actually want to apply, link is in the description to join. You guys click on the link in the description. It's going to be called https://vi.media. Click on that link, apply. Let's get to it. Let's go.